idea that the cabinet hasn't got an agreed position, a negotiating tactic that has an end game in sight, or what's the word I'm looking for? An objective. They haven't got one. They haven't agreed on what they're going to try to, what their priorities are, or anything. It's almost unbelievable. What on earth has been happening in the 18 months since we voted, and indeed since the 6 months since we triggered Article 50? David Davis doesn't seem to have done anything, and he yesterday, of course, he lied. Either he lied yesterday, or he lied when he said there were 58 impact assessments underway. These are not matters of opinion. These are matters of fact. The Select Committee, which voted on whether or not he was in contempt of Parliament, 10 Tory MPs and 1 DUP voted to say no. Everybody else voted to say yes. It's just so tribal and nuts now that some of the most fundamental tenets of democracy are disappearing before our very eyes. And people who ostensibly voted to leave the European Union because they felt that we weren't properly democratic, in my view wrongly, but that's not a fight we're going to have today, they're cheering the slow dismantling of many of our democratic principles. Accountability, ministerial responsibility. Even parliamentary sovereignty is going for a song at the moment. So those two, Philip Hammond admitting there's no plan, David Davis essentially revealing that he hasn't done anything since he got the job. What would you do if the Chancellor stood up and said, we're going to do X, Y and Z? And then we said, why? And he said, I don't know. Have you done any research? Have you done any impact assessments? Have you done any analysis? Have you done any economic modelling? Have you? So when you've given us your spending plans, Chancellor, have you done any research into how much money you're likely to have next year? No. The arrogance of David Davis it's almost preternatural. And I speak as quite an arrogant person, so I'm conscious of what the signs are. It's incredible to see a man so utterly ignorant of facts leading this country towards a destination that hasn't even been determined. No opinion yet from me, just facts. He, thanks to the Chancellor, doesn't have a target. There is no agreed policy platform. There is no agreed priority or objective. So he has spent 18 months essentially doing nothing.
You didn't frankly have the balls to put country before party.